Hello, I'm the Resolute Cartographer, and this is the 34th video in my Mass Effect Andromeda series. In the last video, we came here to this station that we thought was Meridian, turns out it's only part of Meridian. We managed to reactivate it and got the cat removed from it. We also discovered that the Angara are actually an engineered species. We found a bunch of them, or actually earlier versions of them, here on this station. Now that we're back here aboard the Tempest, we're going to go ahead and head back to the Nexus, take care of a couple side missions there, and then after that we're going to try to find out where the rest of Meridian is. We're going to be placing probes to map the flow of the Scourge and see where it is that this thing launched out of a long time ago. So let's go ahead and get to the Nexus. Now, along with that, we actually do need to...
picking up something.
Oh, need to scan, I guess? Let's see. I think we're probably going to be placing a Scourge mapping node here.
Scourge activity is common in this area. Might be worth planting a probe. Data collection probe ready for placement.
Let's do it.
Receiving Scourge readings.
Energy emitted from this area appears weaker than expected. A probe deposited within the center of the formation may be used to collect data. Okay. Now then, there were a couple systems that we have not really looked into yet. I think, yeah, there we go. Okay, and these are the other ones we're going to need to visit, so we'll visit those after we go to the Nexus. But there's also another spot we have to go to. And... oh, is it just possible to basically put them all over the place? That's probably the case, huh? And also, I think, other than this system, every other system is now available to be visited. So, okay, so that's a lot of systems. Why don't we do a few before we go to the Nexus and a few after? Or, you know what, we'll group them all together after. Let's just go to the Nexus. Okay. Now, this is, of course, our first time here since Meridian, and while we talked to all the crew last time, we should talk to the folks here on the Nexus as well. But let's start out here. Okay, no, I think these are all old. Otherwise, we'd see the new ones at the top. So, we do still need to talk to Carrie Tavessa. We need to go to the bar here. I feel like there was one other thing. Let me check real quick. And we need to buy some Asari liquor. Let's take a look at the map, though, because Carrie changes locations. Okay, she's here. There she is.
I talk to my family every day.
Pathfinder.
You're back.
Yes. I'm sorry I yelled, but those colonists seem so betrayed by something I created. I want to finish the documentary, take a stand for what matters. But what is that? What's best for the initiative?
People deserve the truth. Today and 1,000 years from now. Let's give it to them.
Okay, have your Sam give me everything it recorded in that remnant city. I'll give them raw footage, uncompromising every challenge we need to overcome. Thanks, Ryder, for everything.
Alright. Now we gotta wait for another interview. But the closest location that we need to go to, well, I think the bar might be where we need to go for the liquor as well, so... we need to come down here, though, to meet with Drac, because he had some game he wanted us to play. There he is.
The others aren't here yet, but it shouldn't be long.
The others?
Kesh and Vorn. If we're gonna teach you Krogan games, we're gonna need more Krogan.
I thought you didn't like Vorn.
What, just 'cause I ride him hard? He's smart, real handy with plants, kept the colony alive and going after we left the Nexus. Kesh made a good choice there. Not that I had any say in the matter.
So, fire-breathing Thresher Maws of Doom.
That's right. Pretty basic game. First one Krogan kids usually play.
I've seen vids, and I know Thresher Maws are damn huge, but fire-breathing Thresher Maws of Doom? That sounds like overkill.
You'll see. It's great.
Right, so, what are the rules?
Kids game, remember? It's simple. Burn down all the other pieces on the map. You win.
Wait, burn down, as in actual fire? Or metaphorical fire?
What do you think? I'll load up the mini flamethrowers when the others get here.
Well, at least the table is fireproof, I think.
Yeah, just don't hit the drinks. Bartender will have a fit.
Good lord. I assume that was it. I don't think they're going to actually show us the game. Okay. Yeah, I don't think the liquor is here. Probably in one of the shops. Oh, we got a model of the Citadel. And I think, yep, that's the liquor. Okay. Now, along with that, I really enjoyed that, yeah, the Cobra RPGs. I want those. I want all that you have. And why don't we also... We already gave them all of our salvage, so that'll do. Okay. Guess that'll do it. I don't see anything else I really want there. Alright. Let's see if there's anything else we need to do here other than just talk to people. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anything else. Alright. Let's go ahead and go find some people to talk to. Let's see.
Back again?
Nothing new.
Well, I should let you rest up.
Watch yourself out there. I can't keep saving your butt like this.
Nothing new there as well.
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
I'll be here if you need me.
That conversation tree didn't really work out. We didn't say anything but, alright, that's it. Okay, onto the habitation deck. I'm gonna check in with Sam real quick.
Is it ever uncomfortable being shackled to the organism you call Pathfinder?
It isn't imprisonment. Our connection permits me access to places I couldn't otherwise visit.
Maybe next time you can take me with you.
I doubt the Pathfinder would agree to that.
Said that last
It could
time.
be our
My liberator.
secret.
Welcome.
Nothing new there.
Thanks for your time.
It would seem that is all I have to give, for now.
And let's check in with Sam.
Welcome back, Scott.
Nothing new there either.
That's all for now.
Of course.
Alright, well there was nothing new here from Sam, so why don't we go ahead and see if the ship's captain has anything to say.
Good job with the Prodromos outpost, Pathfinder. Ready to wake up a batch of colonists and send them down there. It'll be nice to see their excitement when they realize this is really happening.
Nothing new there.
Thanks for the talk.
Sure thing.
Pathfinder sighting.
Oh. Can't really have a conversation with her. Alright, we're done here on the Hyperion. Let's get back over to the Nexus and see if there's anybody that wants to talk in the Pathfinder Hall, or maybe Kesh. See anything new from Kandros?
I got your report. Both our Pathfinder and the Natanus. What a mess.
It could have been much worse.
True. We've got survivors to find and a new Pathfinder out in the field. I'll take it. I owe you for this, Ryder. They'd still be lost without you.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Alright. I think that's everybody down here other than Vetra's sister, but I doubt she has anything new to say. Let's check in with Kesh.
About this place if they can't find you.
Then we defend the station. It's all we can do here. You just keep the Pathfinder safe and the Ket busy. Pathfinder.
Nothing new. Alright.
Nothing more for now.
Later.
We had that whole built-up list of things that she wanted to say before, but it seems that nothing new for Meridian. Addison?
Pathfinder.
I don't have anybody new to get out of cryo. I don't know why that's lit up.
Director Addison?
Pathfinder.
Okay. And let's check in Pathfinder Hall. Sarissa?
Sounds like our experience was a picnic compared to what the Solarians went through. Rake is determined to put an end to exaltation, and she'll have every bullet I can lend her.
You know, they really don't seem to have done the work on getting the cameras in the right positions in conversations. I mean, I can barely see her head, much less her face.
Good luck, Sarissa.
Thank you. I'll need it.
Okay. Rake up. This is another system that should have had a little more work.
Ryder, my hero. We Solarians have a tough road ahead. It's hard to wake up to such loss. But we are not the first, just one of many. Is there anything on your mind?
Oh, actually, we have actually a lot of stuff to tell her. Alright, there's actually a lot of stuff to talk to her about.
Is Captain Hager doing well?
Hager is training to be my successor, if or when the need arises. We lost so many of our leaders during our captivity. It's left several roles open to fill. Hager is a dedicated officer. The sky's the limit for him. He'd make a strong Pathfinder.
You're not thinking of skipping out on us, are you?
Of course not. But life is a balancing act, and tipping points lurk around every corner. The better prepared he is, the smoother the transition.
What is it you strive for? For you, I mean.
For me, all I've ever wanted is clarity. I devote much of my time looking in the mirror, trying to understand myself. Some might find it narcissistic, but in knowing myself, I can be true in the moment, with little self-interrogation. Ultimately, the motivation is to live a life free of regret. I have come close, thus far.
How did you get involved with the initiative?
My claim to fame in the Milky Way was that I found a way to restore the biodiversity of my homeworld. For decades, we knew that the planet would soon be unable to sustain us, so I was something of a hero. My work caught your father's attention, and he, how shall I say, laid on the charm to enlist me for the initiative.
Oh yeah?
Your father could be very charming when he wished.
What can you tell me about my father?
He was a friend, and what he shared with me was shared in confidence. But I can tell you, the Alec Rider he showed to the world was but a sliver of the whole. He felt that to lead, he must project utter confidence. With me, he shared his fears and doubts, or at least a few of them. I considered that a great compliment.
How are your people adjusting to life here?
We are resilient. Our lifespan is short, so we have a built-in drive to maximize every minute. Many of us are getting to the business of bolstering our numbers and looking for opportunities to settle worlds. I have a few select teams looking into the Ket. The better we know the enemy, the more prepared we'll be for whatever they throw at us next.
All right.
Nice talking with you, Reka.
I am at your disposal, Ryder.
Okay. Avitus Rix.
Hey, Ryder.
Nothing new there.
Good seeing you, Avitus.
Stay safe out there.
And now Director Tan.
How are things going with Ark Lucinia?
The Asari seem happy.
Ryder, as I said before, you have more than proven your mettle as a Pathfinder. You stand on the threshold of greatness. If Meridian is everything you believe, our salvation is near. I always knew great things were in store for you. Did you have some other business?
That's all. Thanks for your time.
My pleasure. I see great things in our future.
All right, that's everybody here on the Nexus. Let's go ahead and get back to the Tempest. We got a couple things to do there. Well, one thing to do there, actually. We got to hand in the bottle of liquor. And then along with that, we need to go ahead and start looking at these sites. We're planting those probes to map the flow of the Scourge. And hopefully find Meridian. Now, along with that, we're going to investigate all those systems with all those planets and see what we can find. Let's go ahead and get back to the ship.
Jarl's been asking to talk to you.
Okay. Let's also check the email. Nothing new there. Alright. Now we need to bring this liquor to Lexi, so we may as well do that first. Could be that that turns into something new, so I want to do that before we do anything else. At some point, that movie night's probably going to actually have to happen, so... well, she doesn't seem to be in her room. Which means she's probably up at the data table.
So are the Remnant intended to serve them?
That's a great question.
Too bad we don't have someone on the team who's
Too bad we don't have someone on the team who's an expert at solving Remnant mysteries.
I think I could handle it. Your brain's rattled enough.
Come on. One headbutt. We'll keep Lexi on standby.
I'm not condoning any of this.
One bottle of Acantha. Barely opened.
It's medicinal, you understand. Cuts down hangovers, which will save PB and Drax some grief.
Of course.
Thank you, Ryder. Would you ask Liam when we're doing this? I've got a couple of things to finish up.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Alright. Oh, there's Liam. I was about to go find him. Didn't mean to do that. There we go.
I say, let's enjoy a few movies. And everyone else says, no, let's have an extravaganza with all the trimmings.
You're complaining?
No. Well, maybe, because now I need to do it all justice. You got me a decent library, but I heard someone has a director's cut of Last of the Legion, the banned version, remastered, no crappy extras added for the Hannah.
And you want me to look for it?
It'd be the gold-dusted cherry on your sundae. In the meantime, I'll get things set. We're more than ready for a night in.
Okay, so we've got to find one last movie. Let's see, on Kadara. Of course it's on Kadara. Let's go ahead and fly to Kadara. We can take care of these, exploring these extra systems.
Did you ever meet Jen Garson?
I shook her hand once at a fundraiser and then blurted something about wanting to look under her dress.
What?
You didn't. I wanted to see how it worked. Prototype smart textile, changing colours in response to sound. And there was also a lot of champagne.
What I was saying is, after we find that movie, we're going to go explore the rest of those systems and plant those buoys. So let's leave the Nexus behind and get to Kadara. Alright, let's see if this movie's here.
Sloan's really up secure. Don't mind the dirt.
They've also got more snacks, which is weird because we've already purchased that. Okay. Alright, we got the last movie we need. Let's get back to the Tempest. Okay. Let's get this back to Liam.
To talk to you.
Oh yeah, and talk to Jal as well. In fact, let's talk to Jal first.
Did you get my message? Doesn't matter. I have exciting news, and I wanted to tell you in person.
Should I sit down?
Is that another idiom? Or... Yes, of course. Do what you like.
Yeah, it's an idiom that means... Never mind.
I've been offered an advancement in the Resistance, and my own command.
That makes complete sense. Congratulations.
Thank you. My family is very proud, and so am I.
So when did this happen?
Recently. You know that I wasn't satisfied with my position and direction in the Resistance.
Or life.
True. Very true. Yes. After my successes with you, they see me with new eyes. But more importantly, so do I.
So you get your own command?
It's a covert squad. Tech Ops. Commanding a small group of elite specialists that infiltrate advanced Ket sites. High danger, high reward.
So I do want to keep him on the team, but I don't know if, like... my guess is both of them get there.
That's a hard choice to make. I won't stand in your way.
That's kind. It was a hard choice.
Okay then. Should we head back to Aya?
What? Why? I'm not taking the position.
But that's crazy. It's what you wanted.
What I wanted, yes. But not what I needed. Not what I need. With your help, I broke free of expectation. I found my better self.
That's one of the nicest things anyone has said to me. Seriously.
Good.
No, really.
You've changed too, I think. More open, like a true Angara.
Perfect.
So, you're stuck with me now. At least until this all plays out. Besides, you need me.
Don't push your luck.
But luck can't be pushed. It comes to us and... idiom.
Yep.
Shit.
All right. Let's go ahead and talk to Liam.
Last of the Legion. This is what you wanted, right?
Wait, you actually found it? That version's practically a myth. I'll tell everyone to grab food. Jarl and Gil said they can rig something up in your quarters. If you need a minute to clean up, no problem. Just hit the console when you're good to go.
Okay. So we're now going to feel the movie and enjoy it with all kinds of crazy snacks and liquor. Well, by crazy snacks, I mean popcorn. But it also comes with Graxin, which is, I guess, Turian popcorn, which would make us incredibly sick if we ate it, but of course then popcorn would make them incredibly sick, so... Here we go.
They need you, Jorax. I know you left the Legion. I never left the Legion. It left me. But I know my duty.
Alright, folks, we can sit through a training montage with what many critics describe as excessive Turian flexing.
No such thing. There really is.
Or we can fast forward to a ship crashing into an asteroid crashing into a moon.
Fast forward to the crash. Ah, montage. Don't cut bits out.
I'd go for the crash.
Forwarding to the action scene, going once, going twice.
Skip to the good stuff, Liam.
Boo!
But it's vacuum. The ship explosion would be silent.
I hope that's not the voice of experience talking.
Guess they wanted their money's worth. They actually blew up a derelict for that shot.
Too bad the script wasn't caught in the blast.
My strike team will hit the enemy cruiser, General. Force is the only thing fanatics understand.
Why a strike team? Torpedo the cruiser!
That's overkill. Get one engineer aboard, cut life support and engines, problem solved.
And leave them stuck on a hostile ship? One torpedo, over by lunch.
Fry their sensors, spacewalk on the hull, cut life support, rappel in, and take them hostage.
Done it. Less exciting than it sounds.
Seriously?
Got the scars to prove it.
I assumed you'd got that falling off a bar stool.
Speaking of, time for another round. Anyone for a Baron's Jaw? Or a euphemistically delicious?
Wait, listen.
Tyrannus.
Ugh, he was a sidekick. They die like goldfish.
No acting like overacting. Even Ryder could do better.
If I wanted to.
Don't make me dare you, dearest.
Come on, show us. I'll be dead for you.
Okay. Callow. Callow, please, not now. Not when we're so close.
Ryder. You must go on.
It won't end this way. There's no justice in this galaxy. But there will be.
Ooh, do me next.
I swear to love you 1,000 times, 1,000 stars.
Oh, Jorax. So many years lost. We were so foolish. Our hearts are one. No enemy fleet, no sea of stars can ever separate us again.
I have to say, I'm pretty sure Drac would be asleep by this point, but... Alright. Let's go ahead and get back to the controls. Oh, we got a model of the Tempest for doing that, I guess. And we got another AVP point, so let's go do that. Apparently, watching that movie made this cluster so much safer. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's got to be military. And let's go with... Apex Tactics, I guess. Okay. Kind of down to the last few perks that you get from those things, and none of them are all that amazing. So let's check the email, see if there's anything there. Just a thought, too, Ryder from Lexi. The crew's morale was boosted by movie night, so I thought we could make it a regular thing. I've got some vids of some great extranet series, including Blue's Anatomy, great drama, but enough action to keep Liam happy. Also, dreamy Turians with fringe that can't be natural. Anyway, just a thought, Lexi. Okay. Blue's Anatomy. Okay, done here in Kadara. Let's see the next system we're going to. Alright. Well, we're going to go to all the ones we haven't visited yet, so let's go to Skelda.
This is one of the most remote systems in the cluster. We're on the brink.
Exciting, isn't it?
Alright.
Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe.
Intense scourge activity is common in this area. Might be worth planting a probe.
We will. H329. The Scourge has stripped away much of H329's atmosphere, leaving it unable to retain heat. Its liquid nitrogen oceans are now entirely frozen. Okay. Up next, H061. H061's orbital velocity slows as the planet passes near tendrils of Scourge, radically extending its total orbital period in ways difficult to calculate. Okay. Next in, let's see, Norgrakwa, I think. Norgrakwa. A windy, frigid desert, Norgrakwa is named for the mythical Asari penal colony. Even with protective gear, it is unlikely anyone could survive here for long. It is very cold. Okay. Next in, it looks like we're around a red dwarf here, so that makes sense. Katkabora. Looks like some volcanic activity here.
Detected.
Mineral.
Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Beryllium. Okay. Unlike the nearby world of Bleeding Ruby, Katkabora appears to have been in a state of ongoing volcanism for millennia. Gases released by this activity pervade the atmosphere. Next in, Bleeding Ruby. Interesting looking. Named by an exile with a penchant for poetry, Bleeding Ruby's rings and tectonic instability are the result of a single asteroid impact that occurred less than a century ago. Okay, I wonder what it was like before that. Let's go ahead and place that probe.
The data collection probe is prepped whenever you're ready, Ryder.
An unusual cluster of microdistortions in space-time have created this formation in the Scourge. A probe launched to the center may discover more data.
Probe deployed.
That's 2 of 3 required. But of course, we're going to explore all these systems, not just the ones where we have to drop the probes. Oh, look at that. Wow. A lot of systems. Oh my. Okay. Kindrax.
I studied Kindrax's theories. A real Turian aeronaut. The first to cross the ocean in a balloon.
On Paladin? Brave soul. There aren't many soft places to land.
Okay.
Detected.
Yeah, I thought there was. That's a little pocket, isn't it?
Intense scourge activity is common in this area. Might be worth planting a probe.
H202.
I'm picking up something.
Oop. Oh, it's satellite. Okay.
Deploying probe. Anomaly found.
Oh, wreckage. Starship wreckage. This debris appears to have been from an initiative shuttle. Pieces of powerful scanning equipment drift among shards of the hull. That's too bad. Nicknamed Gorgeous by the science team, H2O2 has a surface composed mainly of tin and boron. Traces of organic life are present in the rings. They may have been formed from a destroyed satellite. Okay. Interesting.
Anomaly detected.
Sorry. Another one still? Oh, okay.
Probe away.
Starship
Detecting
wreckage.
what's left of a ship.
Alright, we'll take a look at that as well. Let's go next into Tunharaset. Traces of remnant and Ket technology are present on the planet, obscured by the warping effects of nearby Scourge. There was something here that has since been removed. That's too bad. Ket stole something, it seems. Next in is Mendradium. The Scourge has torn away most of Mendradium's atmosphere, leaving ravaging electrical storms above the wasted plains below. Mere traces of plant life remain on the surface. Okay. Next in is H073. The constant volcanic activity brings magma to the surface of H073, where it gradually solidifies in the scorching heat. Okay, let's go ahead and check out the starship wreckage. Another shuttle, maybe? No, this remnant fighter appears to have been caught in a tendril of the Scourge and utterly destroyed. Got a bunch of junk. Okay, back to the system view. And let's go ahead and get to this Scourge formation.
We've arrived at a Scourge nav point appropriate for data collection.
An unusually active area of Scourge energy, a probe deployed within the center of the formation may be used to collect data.
Probe placed.
Okay, that's
Pathfinder,
3.
I have analyzed the results of the Scourge energy pattern model.
And?
This is how you get Meridian.
Okay.
Access the bridge whenever you're ready.
Alright, well, we're not going to do that just yet. So let's continue to look at the systems, though. We got another one here. Pharos.
The light on the side of this cluster is so different. Maybe the Scourge is absorbing certain wavelengths.
Does it ever give anything back?
Let's see what we got out here.
Anomaly on sensors. Probe away.
What do we got here?
Getting a scan.
Asteroid, okay. Asiac? Asiac? I don't know.
Anomaly detected.
Okay. Oh, satellite.
Deploying probe. Detecting what's left of a ship.
You sure about that? Because I'm pretty sure it's a satellite. This Ket satellite is rapidly processing data on the atmosphere of Asake, though it has been badly damaged by the planet's storms. And let's get some Heleus data. Okay. Asake's thick carbon dioxide and argon atmosphere shows symptoms of Scourge distortion, though no Scourge tendrils are detectable in the planet's clear current orbital path. Okay. I wonder why then. Next in is Grill. Okay.
I'm picking up something.
Ah. Something tiny.
Probes launched. Anomaly found.
Oh, it's a volcano. Okay. The lava flow from this volcano has annihilated an unmanned outcast monitoring post, leaving equipment scattered and buried. You have a massive planet, and you decided to place your outpost right next to a volcano that could obliterate it. I don't know, maybe they're studying the volcano. Anyway, first discovered by an outcast with an unusual sense of humor, Grill was named for its extremely hot metallic surface and earmarked for future mining operations. 101 degrees Celsius. That is pretty damn hot. I mean, you could definitely do some sort of specialized suits and stuff like that a lot easier than half these other planets, which have been like 200 something degrees, but anyway. Let's see, next in is Ifaya. Thanks to its unusual orbit and axial tilt, Ifaya is pounded by snow and howling winds for all but a few hours each 56-hour day. Okay. What's next? We've got H028. A near constant bombardment of meteorites from the nearby asteroid belt pelts the surface of H028. Its only real weather is the resulting dust clouds. And let's get to the asteroid. This gargantuan asteroid is clearly being used as a stopover by outcasts. A small empty supply post and docking station are built into the rock. And we got some experience for that. Okay, that's this system down. And we've gotten all these western systems down. Let's hit these northern ones. Ratul? Was that? Yeah, Ratul. I was just seeing what else we got here. Okay. Ratul.
Rumor has it this is quite the lawless region. No place to get stranded.
Stranded? Why would you even bring that up?
Okay. No anomalies. Let's hit Gavek's Folly. Or Govek's Folly.
I'm picking up something.
Okay. Looks like a satellite.
Probe away. Anomaly found.
Oh, wrecked vessel. This Ket dropship appears to have been departing Govek's Folly when it was hit by weapons fire. Perhaps Govek is still alive and active after all. Well, let's see if we can figure out what that is. The Scourge and some unusual orbital mechanics leave Govek's Folly icebound at night and boiling during the day. The outcast Govek attempted to take advantage of this to little avail. Okay. Next in is this one, H494. The Milky Way suggests two gas giants were present in Ratul. Could the Scourge have collapsed them into a single world in less than 6 centuries, or is something else at work? Huh. Next in, we've got Hibaro? Hibaro? I'll go with Hibaro.
Anomaly on sensors.
Okay.
Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Some iron. This world looks interesting. Although it's 810 degrees Celsius on the surface. How is that possible? It looks like it has liquid water. Maybe that's a metal or something? Anyway. Hibaro has adapted bizarrely to the Scourge. Okay, it has an ice cap. I think that temperature reading's wrong. For about a third of its orbital period, the Scourge effects permit plant life to flourish. At all other times, Hibaro boils in the Ratul sun. I don't see how that's possible. I don't think that your seeds would survive at 810 degrees Celsius. I could be wrong there, but I don't think so. Up next, we got Kizrata. The Scourge has caused massive electromagnetic disturbances in Kizrata's atmosphere. Avoiding any closer proximity to the planet is strongly advised. Okay. 730 degrees. It's got to be this star that's doing this. In Sauron, maybe. In Sauron's nitrogen and carbon monoxide atmosphere is gradually being stripped away by Ratul's sun, leaving the barren surface utterly unprotected from the sun's radiation. 955 degrees. That is a hot place to be. Okay. Let's leave that system behind and get to VAR.
Zuvi, keep an eye on those sensors.
I always do.
I know, it's just... This is a dicey sector. Better to be ready.
Okay.
Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe.
Any
Detecting
others?
what's left of a ship.
Nope. Okay. Outermost one here is H174.
Anomaly on sensors.
Okay, got another satellite, it looks like.
Probe away. Getting a scan.
Huh. The deceased outcast inhabitant of this escape pod appears to have fled a battle at Shessa in the inner system. Interesting. Okay. What else we got here? Frozen ethane covers H174. The ice sheet's interrupted only by low mountains and shallow craters. Thanks to the dust clouds from the inner system, little sunlight reaches this world. Next in, it looks like it's this one here, H173. Great oceans of ethane and thin sheets of water ice cover the surface of H173. Ice mining might be possible here, but there are surely richer sources on more agreeable worlds. Next up, H171. H171 is sheltered from the heat of Vara's sun by large dust clouds in the inner solar system. The result is a glittering orb of frozen ammonia and tin. Next up, Myshesa? No, it's got to be Margoth. Margoth's extraordinarily dangerous surface is of less interest than its ring system. Its inner ring is primarily dust and rock. The outer ring is composed of large chunks of water ice. Interesting. It's very strange. These two rings being so separate from each other and everything. Anyway, and the surface temperature was 1179 degrees. Up next, Myshesa.
Anomaly on sensors.
Okay, what do we got?
Deploying probe.
Mineral deposit?
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Graphite. Okay. An outcast mineral mining camp has been recently demolished here. A fragmentary distress call describes the attackers as other exiles. There are no survivors. Okay. And let's check out the shuttle. Okay. This shuttle appears to have limped away from a battle. Logs indicate the crew, now deceased, came to Var to raid an outcast mining camp. The attempt must have ended badly. Okay, but everybody there was dead as well, so it sounds like everybody died. Okay, got some more junk. Alright, and that's it for the Var system. Let's go ahead and hit up Rofir.
Not many other ships would venture out this far.
It's our job to be first.
Anomaly
on sensors.
Okay.
Deploying probe.
That apparently did not hit it.
Probe's launched.
This is one of the chosen data collection nav points. We should release a probe.
Okay, I guess we can do that here as well. Warius. Warius is inhabited by simple herds of methane breathers struggling to find shelter against the cold. It may be the scourge effects that have pushed these creatures to near extinction. Doesn't describe them other than what they breathe. What we got here?
Deploying probe.
Starship wreckage. Okay. Momarius.
Anomaly detected.
Okay. Mineral deposit.
Probe's
Again.
launched.
Missed.
Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Aluminum? Momerius appears to have been stripped of a breathable atmosphere by scourge phenomena over the past century. What remains is a barren sphere of carbon and boron. Up next, looks like... Well, I think those are both anomalies, right? So, yeah, H169. Interesting. Big storm here, but I'm not allowed to scan it. On a cursory visual inspection, this massive planet appears almost Earth-like, but its incredibly high gravity and crushing atmosphere make colonization a long shot. Surface temperature of 4 degrees Celsius, radius of 11,000 kilometers. That's pretty big. Okay. What's next? This one here, H162. Interesting coloring here. Much of H162's unusual colorization comes from what appears to be a sort of algae. This organism pervades the dense, moist atmosphere floating on the winds. Very cool. Next up is H080. Massive sandstorms thrash H080's surface day in and day out, wearing once mighty mountain ranges down to smooth nubs over millennia. Okay. And let's go ahead and hit up the starship wreckage. A remnant fighter, seemingly impaled by a tendril of the Scourge. Astonishingly, certain self-repair mechanisms appear to be intact, though the vessel will never be whole again. Okay. Scourge formation. Let's go ahead and drop a superfluous probe.
Data collection probe ready for placement.
Done. Okay, back to the system view. Or sorry, the cluster view. And we're done here in the north as well. Nope, never mind. Shojahon.
This place is almost off our star charts.
Considering what they were up against, your explorers made it a long way out.
Okay, no anomalies. Let's go to Mokalam. A tiny gas giant on the edge of the Shojahon. I still don't. Shojahon? I don't know. Mokalam is a perfect combination for exploring ships to restock helium-3 and discharge the static buildup on their drives. Alright. Pronunciation's not always great here. Paz 48.
Anomaly detected.
What do we got? Looks like a mineral deposit.
Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Copper. Spectacular auroral effects flash through Paz 48's magnetosphere over a temperate, mineral-rich surface. Only the lack of liquid water makes it inappropriate for colonization. Okay. Fin Odin. Massive uranium deposits are commonplace on Fin Odin. It is one of the few planets that the Angara charted in the system, though they have yet to begin mining. Okay. Next in is Paz 24.
I'm picking up something.
What? Oh, wow. Dropped in right on top.
Probe away. Getting a scan.
Crevasse. This extraordinary canyon runs long and deep. Hundreds of small caves lead underground. Although this crevice may be natural, it is currently inexplicable. Okay, you got 270 experience and Paz 24's hot surface is composed primarily of magnesia with notable sodium deposits. Geographic features suggest the planet once possessed oceans. How this is possible is unknown. Maybe they all went underground in the crevice. Let's see, Paz 21. With its light gravity, silvery coloration, and scorching daytime temperatures, Paz 21 bears a passing resemblance to Earth's moon. The debate over what to name it will be fierce. Okay, it does have an atmosphere, though. Not sure exactly how you can claim that... Okay, how does this thing have a storm system if it has 0 atmospheric pressure? I think that the planets didn't exactly get the editing done with them. Let's leave this system behind. Let's see, what else do we need to go see? Looks like we got 4, 5, 6 more systems to go. Darhiga.
They named the system after a Batarian pioneer, their first astronaut. It's good to remember these things.
Okay.
I'm picking up something. Probes launched.
Vessel.
Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
Anything else? Doesn't look like it. Dinesh. Cobalt and nickel form the outer layer of Dinesh's crust. Scans suggest the planet is far less tectonically stable than it appears. Okay. Next in is... Negrail. Negrail's crushing atmosphere is toxic and violent. Its density makes scans difficult. The planet's rings appear to be of relatively recent origin, possibly related to the Scourge. Nothing to see with scanning. Next in is H505, I think? Yeah, I think so.
I'm picking up something.
Let's see what we got here. Oh.
Probes launched.
There we go.
Probe away. We've got a crater.
This is the largest of multiple impact craters, suggesting a swarm of debris, possibly from the asteroid belt, struck H505 in the past. Got some XP out of that. Hidden from early surveys by reflective objects in Darhiga's asteroid belt, H505 is a frigid world with a kryptonite nitrogen atmosphere. With a krypton nitrogen atmosphere. Okay. Geograph. Sometime in the past century, Geograph was impacted by a very large or very fast object, natural or artificial, that cracked open its mantle and caused a continuing series of quakes. Okay. Let's check out that vessel. Note it doesn't say crashed vessel, so this should be interesting. Oh, we got some cat. Looks like they have been destroyed, though. This cat scout vessel appears to have been abandoned in the asteroid belt after engine failure. Its aimless drifting among the asteroids has resulted in significant damage, but the materials may be salvageable. Okay. Down in this system. Next up, we've got Mios.
The Scourge really left its mark on these systems.
It's getting dense in the space beyond. Better be careful.
Okay, what do we got?
Anomaly on sensors.
What exactly? Oh, that way out there.
Probes launched.
Comet
Anomaly
Revolver. Well, it's the outermost object. Titanium deposit. Angaran records confirm this comet collided with observational equipment at several points, causing it to spin off course. It follows a doomed orbit. Wonder what it's doomed to hit. Next in is Wheaton.
Anomaly detected.
Okay, what do we got here? Some sort of storm. Looks really out of place on this planet.
Anomaly found.
I mean, the textures just don't match at all. This storm does not fit. There you go. Wheaton's usual patterns. It appears to be the result of a comet impact that occurred within the past decade. Well, there you go. Alright. They explained why it looks so weird. Next in is... what do we got here? Osquiu? Gold and silver abound in the tiny rings surrounding this icy world, likely caused by numerous meteor impacts over the hundreds of millennia. Okay. Next in is Sicton.
Anomaly detected.
Yeah, I see that.
Deploying probe. Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
Looks like a broken Initiative satellite. This Andromeda Initiative satellite appears to have been programmed to study Sicton, but many of its key components have been stripped away. Sounds like somebody salvaged it, or it was broken up by the asteroids. Let's see. Despite its size, this gas giant was not visible from the Milky Way galaxy during early surveys. Whether it was somehow missed or affected by the Scourge is unclear. Next in... Vale. Okay. Vale's silica and aluminum surface is spotted with anomalous materials that defy our scans. Reaching those materials through the scorching, irradiated atmosphere will be the challenge of a generation. Okay. Up next, H088. Okay. Endless flat deserts cover H088's surface under a sky suffused with lightning. A single great gouge, like an abandoned quarry, suggests mining efforts from ancient visitors. Okay, interesting. That's it for Mios. Next up is... wait, I thought there was another one over here. Is there not? No, this was the other one. There were two down there. Leon.
We're a long way out here.
I'll say. There's quite a view of the Scourge.
Anomaly.
Probe away. Anomaly on sensors.
Starship wreckage.
Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
Yeah, I know. I already got that. Pass 32.
I'm picking up something.
Looks like a satellite, some wreckage maybe.
Probes launched. Satellite detected.
Alright, Andromeda Initiative satellite. This satellite appears to use Andromeda Initiative technology and is oriented to monitor the Scourge. How and why it was placed, however, is a mystery. Okay, 60 Milky Way data. Pass 32 is, according to our best calculations, positioned as a safe distance from the Scourge, such that observations made from Pass 32 are not wildly distorted by Scourge effects. Next in is... Everodan. Averodan? Probably Averodan. Images of an unmanned flyover of Averodan brought its gemstone mountains to ungarnered attention centuries ago. The planet was an icon of alien beauty, now generally forgotten. Okay. Only 60 degrees Celsius, which is hot, but not terribly hot for an exoplanet. Pass 32, or sorry, Pass 29. Pass 29's constant downpour of sulfuric acid rain evaporates before touching the planet's surface, where streams of lava are spewed regularly by active volcanoes. Let's see. Pass 40A. So it sounds like we're going to the moon of Pass 40.
Anomaly detected.
What do we got? Crater?
Probe away. We've got a crater.
Buried at the center of this crater appears to be an ancient metal object. Buried at the center of this crater is an ancient metal object that appears to be some sort of torpedo. It appears PAS 40A was caught in a crossfire of a space battle centuries or millennia ago. Okay. Definitely would want to dig that up. Let's see. PAS 40's moon likely came into being through a massive asteroid impact millennia ago, creating both the planet's rings and PAS 40A. And let's check out the starship wreckage. Huh. The resident of this escape pod has been deceased for some time, but her records reveal that she was one of the Nexus exiles. Her passion for the Andromeda Initiative's scientific goals never faded. She died here on one final exploratory mission. That stinks. It's too bad we didn't get here in time to stop that. And that's it for Leyen. 3 more systems to go. Togessen.
Very little signal traffic around.
It's pretty remote. I wonder what view of the Milky Way you'd get out here.
Let's see.
Anomaly on
there it is.
sensors.
There's another one I see in the outer belt.
Anomaly found. Probe away.
Oh, there's another one.
Tracking a huge mineral deposit. Probe away. Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
Okay, wow. Let's start with the outermost one. PAS 31. Ocean plains of frozen ammonia dominate the surface of PAS 31, climbing into icy mountains along the rims of ancient craters. Okay. Next one in. Looks to be this. Balloon. Named for an early Angaran explorer who perished on Balloon's surface, this rocky world commands a quiet respect for the Angaran people. Next in is Gareth. Beneath the planet's crushing argon-based atmosphere, microbial lifeforms are flourishing on Gareth in and around underground pools. Okay, let's start it with this asteroid. Got an aluminum deposit. This massive asteroid is the size of a small moon. It can serve as a perfect base for future scientific and mining expeditions into the asteroid belt. Next in is this asteroid. Have we visited the innermost planet? I actually don't remember. We'll have to check in on that. Let's see here. Fragments of remnant technology are buried in the asteroid, nearly unrecognizable after centuries of disuse. Yeah, it looks like I missed the innermost one. Wauga? Wayoga? Surveys from the Milky Way suggested Wayoga might contain vast mineral wealth just beneath its surface. On closer examination, no such deposits exist. And the starship wreckage. This appears to be the wreckage of a Ket dropship. Perhaps they were seeking remnant technology in the asteroid belt? Well, we got some crap off of it. And with that, we finished up the Togessen system. 2 to go. Valtessa.
There were once hundreds of books and films about this system. We thought there might be people here. Alien life was fascinating to dream about. That was before the kit.
Probe away. Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
Okay, vessel. Let's get to Perchonyi. Named for an Angaran novel about a never-ending winter, Prechonier is a strong candidate for mechanized and automated water ice mining. Wonder why it's green. Next in is Stodran.
Anomaly on sensors.
Satellite.
Probes launched. Detecting what's left of a ship.
This Ket satellite appears to be monitoring the Valtessa system's asteroid belt, recording detailed scans from safe distance. Okay. The largest moon of the gas giant Erebosna, Strodan was at one time believed by Angaran astronomers to contain pockets of water ice and perhaps microbial life. Nedeker?
Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Getting a scan.
The vast forest appears to be sustained by an enormous underground reservoir. The individual plants seem to be linked, almost acting as a single organism. Biomatter growth, interesting. Though Nedeker is arid and cold, liquid water can be found in its underground seas and during rare rains. Multiple Angaran colonies were planned, none were ever founded. Okay. And Finsayat. Finsayat's crushingly heavy gravity may be more dangerous than his molten seas. It was named for a mythical Angaran warlord. Okay. And let's check out that vessel. This Ket survey vessel appears to have been searching the asteroid field for life before it suffered an engine failure. A select few rock samples have miraculously survived. Okay. And that's it for this system. Let's get on to Bosave.
Looks like we're headed to a pretty energetic star.
Deploying radiation and emission screens. Our sensors should be safe.
Does look pretty energetic. Let's see. Pass 51. Oh, where? Oh, up there.
Deploying probe. Anomaly found.
Ezo, let's just go grab it. It's the outermost thing anyway. Element Zero ordinarily forms in the aftermath of a supernova. This pocket appears to be naturally occurring, but the circumstances are wrong. Could the scourge be a factor? I would say probably yes. Next in is Pass 51.
Anomaly on sensors.
What is
Probe
this here?
launched.
Mineral deposit?
Anomaly found.
No. Okay, mountain. Water vapor escapes from cracks in the mountain, suggesting that somewhere deep underground where temperatures are far cooler, a reservoir may exist. If life forms exist on Pass 51, it will be there. Many of the conditions of Pass 51 are amenable to the development of life, microbial at least, but its searing temperatures are an obstacle not easily overcome. Yeah, 408 degrees Celsius. Next in is Typhondra. There we go. Typhondra's weather is uncommonly tranquil for a gas giant. Its clouds and electrical storms move slow, predictable patterns worthy of further study. Next in is Ishang. Auroral flashes are visible at most times of day from the cobalt surface of Ishang. The electromagnetic effects may interfere with communications. Okay. And lastly, Paz 60. The seething radiation of Bosave's sun keeps portions of PAS-60 molten at all times. Attempting to land here would be extremely inadvisable. Surface temperature of 1,073 degrees Celsius. Good lord, look at that star. Okay, I think that's all the other systems. So, why don't we go ahead and get out of this. And I think we need to talk to the crew now. How does it want us to do that exactly? With this? Scourge data. Okay. Let's check the email first. See if there's anything new there. Nope. Alright.
Approximating remnant ship dynamics. Sam?
Building predictive model.
Between the remnant city Meridian and however the Scourge fits in, pardon my Martian, but it's all weird as shite.
Just the relevant data, Suvi. Do we have it or not?
Ryder, we have it. I mean, we will. With this.
The mother of all navigational aids.
Take that back to the remnant city, find an override, and their ships will fly the same vector as Meridian.
With correction for the Scourge, you'll have its exact location.
Huh. The heart of the Vault network. We can do it.
Okay. Why don't we go ahead and head back there? Alright. I think this is the final mission. So I'm hesitant to just start this now. I mean, this video hasn't been terribly long yet, and in fact this is probably going to be one of the shortest ones once I remove all the travel time and stuff like that. But I'm very much 90% certain this is the last mission. So I think this is where we're going to end things for today. So it looks like this series of videos will be 35 videos long, with this having been the 34th. This has been the Resolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.